Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where we'll study multiplication of algebraic expressions. Let's begin with our examples. Multiplication of algebraic expressions, it's similar to multiplication of regular numbers. Now multiplication means repeated addition. Please bear with my handwriting as I have some restrictions with my hand movements. Multiplication means repeated addition. Like for example, if 13 is multiplied to 3, or we can also pronounce it as 13 threes are. So we'll have 3 added 13 times. So whatever we get is that answer, that is 3 13s are 19. So 13 threes are 39. So when you add 3 13 times, you get 39, or you can read it vice versa also. It means the same thing, that is 13 when added 3 times gives you 39, or 3 when added 13 times gives you 39. So multiplication of algebraic expressions, over here we need to be specific what type of algebraic expression it is. Is it a monomial multiplied by monomial, or more than 2 monomials, or polynomial multiplied by monomial, or polynomial by binomial? These are the types of multiplications that we are going to study in today's video. So these are the 4 types of multiplications that we are going to study in today's video. The first type, monomial multiplied by monomial. Let me consider any random example of a number multiplied by another number. For example, 4 multiplied by 3. So this is one number multiplied by the other number, which gives me 12. Now consider a monomial instead of a number. Okay, an expression with only one term is called as monomial. So consider 4x square multiplied by 3y, another monomial. This will give me 12 x square y. 4 3s are numbers, will be multiplied by numbers, that is numerical coefficient will be multiplied by the other numerical coefficient. 4 multiplied by 3 gives you 12, and x square will be multiplied by y, the variables. Now type 2. Now in this example we have more than 2 monomials. So more than 2 monomials will be having any number of monomials which are more than 2. So first consider a simple example with numbers, that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 5. So these are 4 different numbers. When we multiply this, what do you get? It's a simple multiplication, and I expect you all to solve it on your own. As you know, a simple multiplication, that is 120. 4 is a 12, 12 is a 60, 62 is a 120. Now here these are 4 different monomials which are multiplied. Okay, now these are very simple things, like one term is multiplied by the other, so product of all the terms together. Now we move ahead. As we know, we are supposed to multiply all the numerical coefficients together and the literal coefficients, that is the variables, separately. So we'll have this as 4 into 3 into 2 into 5 multiplied by p multiplied by q square multiplied by pq multiplied by p square. So these dots are nothing but multiplications. I am not writing in between these little coefficients because it may be misunderstood as x. So this dot also resembles multiplication symbol. Now as we know, the multiplication of this, the numerical coefficients would give me 120, as I have taken the same examples over here. And the product of this, as we have studied exponents in the earlier times, so we know that the product of all this will give me p raised to a number which is nothing but addition of all the index or indices. 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is 4, p raised to 4, and q is q square and q raised to 1, that is q raised to 2 plus 1. Using simple laws of indices, we are just adding this. So we have p raised to 4 q3. So while writing, you can write it together, 120 p raised to 4 q cube. So these are the simple examples of different types. So now we'll move on to the third type. From now we need to be careful about our multiplication. Now in this third type, type 3, that is polynomial multiplied by monomial. Now over here we need to understand that here, like the previous types, we don't have only one single term, we have two terms separated by a addition sign or a subtraction sign in another example. So we cannot directly multiply xyz with 6x cube and 7x squared together. So over here we'll use a simple property called as distributive property. Remember, this plus sign is nothing but a divider of these different types of terms. So 6x cube is one expression, a monomial, 7x square is another monomial but as an expression, but together this is an addition of monomials which is nothing but a binomial. Okay, a binomial, or we can also call it as a polynomial. Now xyz is one monomial multiplied by another polynomial. So how do we do it? We use distributive property. Now what is distributive property? This xyz, the first polynomial, will be multiplied by 6x cube also, and we add it to the multiplication of xyz with the second term. So that means this is distributed to xyz separately. So hence we call it as a distributive property. We cannot add these terms because these are not like terms. Here it is x cube and here it is x square. So these are unlike terms, hence we are not adding it. This is a polynomial multiplied by monomial. We use distributive property. Distributive property says that the monomial gets multiplied to each of the terms of the polynomial. Now we move ahead with this and we get xyz. In layman term we call it as opening the bracket, multiplied by 6x cube, next plus again xyz multiplied by 7x square. I'll use a dot over here so as to avoid any confusion of multiplication sign and x. So this is the distributive property. We have distributed the polynomial with xyz. Okay, now let's move ahead. What do we get from here? This gives me 6. There's no numeral coefficient other than 6, and over here it means 1. So 6 x cube into x y z. So x cube into x raised to power 1 will give me x raised to 4 y z, plus no other literal coefficient, so we have a 7. X square into x y z, that is x raised to 2 into x raised to 1 will give me x raised to 2 plus 1. This is just a revision of laws of indices. Okay, x cube y z. So this is your final answer to this. So we used distributive property, xyz into 6x cube plus xyz into 7x square, and we get this answer. Now let us make it a little more complicated by adding more terms to this. Okay, another example. We have just added to the terms, that is 6x cube plus 7x square was already there. Now we have added 2 more terms, in fact subtracted minus 12x from here and added 21. So give a time to yourself and think how will you proceed in this. Pause the video and try and solve it. Okay, so few of you all I am very much sure are smart enough to know what are we supposed to do. We are just supposed to carry on what we have done in the past example and apply it over here also. So using distributive property, that means xy, the terms of the polynomial will be distributed and multiplied with xyz separately. So after that we'll have another multiplication of xyz with this term and then xyz with the last term. So the product of this monomial with each of these terms will be added together and we'll get the solution to it. So let's move ahead. xyz into 6x cube will give me 6x raised to 4 yz plus, next will be 7x square into xyz, that gives me 7x cube yz. Now xyz into minus 12x, also remember the sign which is just before the term. So this sign goes with this term, this sign goes with this term. So minus 12x into xyz will give you minus 12x square yz plus 21 into xyz will give you 21 xyz. So this is your final answer. Okay, now in this type we have polynomial multiplied by binomial. That means both of the algebraic expressions will be having more than one term. It will be either 2 terms or 3 terms, but one of the algebraic expression will be restricted to a binomial only, okay, as per our syllabus. Now once we see this example, this is one of the polynomials and binomials, or binomial and binomial example. To first term, second term of the first polynomial, first term, second term of the second polynomial. Now if you want to study this type, you just need to remember the previous type, which was polynomial multiplied by monomial. If I keep this duster over here, what do you see is over here only one term. That means this is a monomial multiplied by binomial. That means you will multiply a with 3a minus a with 2. Then we'll have 10b again. So 10b using distributive property multiplied with this. So 10 plus 10b multiplied by 3a plus 10b multiplied by minus 2. I hope you have understood this, but still if you haven't, let's begin by solving the problem so that it gets clear to you. So using distributive property, what I mean to say is you'll have this a multiplied by the whole bracket, 3a minus 2. Now what is left over here? Plus 10b will also be multiplied by this whole bracket. That is distributive property. Okay, you are distributing while multiplying. Now consider this as my third type. Consider this as my third type and you will realize that it's simple to solve from now on. So a multiplied by 3a gives me 3a square minus 2a plus 10b multiplied by 3a gives you numeral coefficients 10 into 3 30, ab 10b into minus 2 will give you minus 20b. If you have any like terms over here, you may add them, or else you will keep it as it is. You see there are no like terms over here, so my final answer is this. So it's simple. Split all the terms of one of the expressions and multiply individually those terms with the next whole algebraic expression by the whole bracket. A, take this a and multiply by this whole bracket, then take this b and multiply by this whole bracket. This is your distributive property. Let's move on to next example. So we have a polynomial multiplied by another polynomial. Both are trinomials. If you see, there are 3 terms separated by this plus and minus sign. First term, second term, third term multiplied by first term, second term, third term. So trinomial multiplied by trinomial. So this comes under the type polynomial multiplied by polynomial. So we have this as an extra type that we are studying, okay, which comes under the heading polynomial multiplied by polynomial. So let's start. If you remember, we are supposed to split one of the brackets and multiply it with the whole next bracket. Then take the second term, multiply it by the whole second bracket, and take the third term, multiply it by the whole second bracket. So remember this, split one of the brackets and multiply all those terms from that bracket to the next bracket. Let's start. We have 5x cube multiplied by the whole bracket, that is 4x square minus 7x plus 9. Then we have minus 3x square multiplied by the whole bracket, 4x square minus 7x plus 9. Then the last bracket that we have is last term plus 6x into 4x square minus 7x plus 9. So this way we have all the three terms multiplied by the whole next trinomial. Okay. So let's start multiplying all the terms. 5 4s are 20, x cube multiplied by x raised to 2, that is x raised to 5, minus 5 7s are 35, x cube multiplied by x raised to 1, that is x raised to 4, plus 9 5s are 45 x cube. Next we have the second bracket, opening up, minus 3 4s are 12, x raised to 4, minus 3 into minus 7 will give you plus 21 x cube, minus 3 into plus 9 gives you 27 x square. And the last one that we have, 6 4s are 24, x cube minus plus 6 into minus 7, 7 6 are 42, that is minus 42 x square, and 9 6 are 54 x. So now we'll have to just figure out which are the like terms in these. X raised to 4, this is a like term, there's no x raised to 4. Other than that, x raised to 5, there's only one x raised to 5. X cube, we have x cube over here, we have x cube over here, we have x cube over here. Then we have x square term, and then we have 54x x term. So now we always remember that if there are like terms, they can be operated with addition and subtraction, or addition and subtraction operations can be done with only like terms. So this is not the final answer, we are supposed to solve this. So 20 x raised to 5, now this is minus 35 x raised to 4 and minus 12 x raised to 4, which gives me minus 47 x raised to 4. Now we have 45 x cube, 21 x cube and 24 x cube, which gives me 90 x cube. All are positive, so they get added. Now what we are left is x square terms, minus 27 x square minus 42 x square. So they will get, both signs are same, so they'll get added and sign of the greater number, that is minus 69 x square. You need to know addition and subtraction of integers for this. And the lone term over here plus 54 x. This is your final answer. Okay, so these are the types of multiplication problems that we have for algebraic expressions. With this we come to an end for today's video. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe and take care. Bye.